Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Sound Politics. Today, I am very excited to interview the Director General of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in San Francisco, Director General Ming-Chi Scott Lai. Director General Lai has worked for the Taiwan Foreign Affairs Ministry since 1990. In 1994, he started working for different TECOs all around the globe. This year is his 20th year working for the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office. And he has been working in this post as Director General of TECO-SF since 2020. Can you tell me a little bit about the mission of TECO?
Okay. We just like friends. We talk to each other. First, I have to mention that I'm the Director General of the Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in San Francisco, which represents the interests of the Taiwan government in Northern California, Utah, and Nevada. And because Taiwan, we do not have formal relations with the U.S. government, so I'm called Director General instead of Consul General. My office is called Taipei Economic and Cultural Office instead of Consulate General Office. And my major responsibility is to promote relations between Taiwan and the U.S. And in order to promote relations under my office, we have economic division, cultural division, trade division, we have press division, we have tourism division, we have political division, we have press division, and of course we have so-called consular division. That's the place that we renew passports for our Taiwan nationals and issue visas for foreigners like the U.S. citizens. If they like to go to Taiwan, then if they want to stay for more than 3 months, they have to go to my office to apply for a visa. And the reason why Taiwan government we put so much manpower and resources in San Francisco is because we consider the U.S. as the most important component of our foreign relations. How important? Just let you know, Taiwan is the ninth largest trading partner of the U.S. government. And U.S. is the second largest trading partner of Taiwan. Two-way trade volume is about $135 billion in 2022. And I'm very sorry to say that Taiwan will enjoy a trade surplus about 30 billion US dollars. That is why my wife, she always goes shopping, try to balance the deficit. Yeah. And U.S. is also the largest foreign investor in Taiwan. The amount is a little bit over 23 billion US dollars. And in return, Taiwan is the second largest buyer per capita of U.S. agricultural products. And also, last year, I have to say about 31 out of 50 states in the U.S., the state legislature, they passed resolutions supporting Taiwan to reiterate the friendship with Taiwan. And also, until now, 37 out of 50 states in the U.S. have signed the so-called driver license exchange agreement with Taiwan, including my territory, Utah and Nevada. And what does this agreement mean? If we sign this agreement, which means people from Taiwan legally reside in Utah will be able to convert his or her Taiwan driver's license without taking road test. And people from Utah legally reside in Taiwan will be able to do the same. So that is a very good agreement, benefit both Taiwan and Utah. So we do hope that California will be able to sign the agreement as soon as possible. And besides promoting economic relations, signing the driver license agreement, we also promote cultural exchange, tourism exchange, also educational exchange. For example, every year we hold a few events like Taiwan Day Festival in Union Square. We also invite FASCA to perform over there. And also every year we have a Taiwan traditional week event. We also invite our foreign friends to come to the event. And that is the total situation right now. And I can say with confidence that relations between Taiwan and U.S. are at its best for the past 45 years. And I can take one good example to elaborate my point. Like 2 or 3 years ago, when COVID-19 broke out in the U.S., Taiwan, we donated more than 12 million surgical masks to the U.S. and dispatched to a hospital or charity organization. And 1 year later, when COVID-19 broke out in Taiwan, the U.S. government donated 4 million doses of vaccine to Taiwan. So that is an example to verify that a friend in need is a friend indeed. And that is the so-called U.S. Taiwan relations I'm talking about. Yeah.
Wow. So you're the Director General, and so do you have does your responsibility include all of these different things from like culture to economics to stuff like that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how do you manage your time then? Because that's so many different things to think about and worry about.
You can see my gray hairs. I can talk about the TECO offices I have been posted. Atlanta, Georgia, Washington D.C., Boston, and San Francisco. How do I manage to those jobs? I just like to make a very quick comparison among those cities. For Washington D.C., TECO office, Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office in Washington D.C., that's our head office. And I can say our head office is the center of politics. Lots of important developments going on every week in Washington, D.C. And I was there for 5.5 years. And lots of work pressures. You can see, again, lots of gray hairs. And Atlanta office is, in comparison, is probably the easiest one to work in there. You can enjoy your life there, but I only spent about 3 years in Atlanta, Georgia. And Boston, you've got to see lots of New England culture over there and enjoy lobster and clam chowder every day. But it's very cold and snow and almost half a year. But I did spend 9.5 years in Boston. And in San Francisco, I was posted since August 2nd, 2020. I can say the biggest difference is now in San Francisco, we have lots of Taiwanese nationals here. Among all the Taiwanese in the U.S., about 47% they reside in California. That's why I have to attend lots of events during the weekends. And just give you a rough idea. I was posted in Boston as the head of the office for 3 and 8 months. I attended about 1,345 events. And now I'm in San Francisco. I am here about 3 years and 8 months. I have already attended 1,578 events.
Oh, wow.
So you can see how busy I am. So right now, I'm not only gaining gray hairs, I'm also losing my hairs. Yeah. So that is, the offices I have been posted, and how did I do my job.
So you mentioned...
I recall you also mentioned about what is the difference responsibility between head office and local office, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just give you a rough idea. In the U.S., we have 13 offices. The head office is in Washington, D.C. That's the Taipei Economic and Cultural Representative Office, is so-called embassy there. And we have 12 local offices located in 12 big cities, including Atlanta, Georgia, Miami, Chicago, Boston, Denver, Houston, and Seattle, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Honolulu, and Guam all together. And the biggest difference between local office and head office is now in our local offices, we deal with state government labor relations. So we invite governors, state legislature leadership to visit Taiwan. We encourage state assembly to pass resolutions supporting Taiwan, and then we sign the driver license exchange agreement with state government. As for the head office, their responsibility is to deal with the federal government labor relations. So that's why they invite federal government officials and the U.S. senators, congressmen, congresswomen to visit Taiwan. For example, last year, we have 6 governors and 42 U.S. senators, congressmen, and congresswomen to visit Taiwan. And for those 6 governors, they were invited by our local office. For those 42 congressmen, U.S. senators, they were invited by our head office in Washington, D.C.
Oh, wow.
And that is the main difference between local office and our head office.
Wow, that's very, very nice. And
Okay.
yeah, so you mentioned a lot of events. Did you do anything related to APEC from a few months ago?
Yeah, you do. Actually, last November, we had a big delegation. More than 100 people came to San Francisco, and I spent about 3 months prepare for everything, including hotel, transportation, and dinner, lunch. So again, I did again more gray hairs, yeah, and that was the biggest event in my office for the in the recent years. And we have our representative Morris Zhang. You know, Morris Zhang and his wife came to San Francisco attending the leader summit. We have 3 Mr. level officials came from Taiwan to attend the other meetings. So altogether, I just don't want to recall those memories. Very, very busy. Yeah.
So like,
I spent 5 nights at a hotel. Yeah.
what was the
meeting?
What was the biggest the biggest challenge? And like, did you get much press coverage or?
Yeah, we did. Every time if something happens or something important happens, press they do reach my office. For example, when we first purchased our new office building, brand new office building, at the corner of 4th Street and Hudson Street, and a total brand new 7th-floor building, and the press standard, they came to my office asking for interview. So I did some interview. And last week when the earthquake happened in Hualien, and I was interviewed by ABC, NBC, and CBS. So I did 4 interviews in one day because of the Taiwan earthquake. They were so they were so shocked. They want to know what's happening at that time. Yeah.
Have you been really busy lately because of the earthquake? And what have you been doing to respond to that?
Yes, a little bit, because for the earthquake, we are doing some earthquake relief. efforts. We are cooperating with some charity organizations to fundraising for people in Taiwan, and we also try to comfort some people. They are very concerned about their relatives in Taiwan. But all in all, I have to say, as of now, the situation is okay. Our government and people are doing their best. So you can see, as a magnitude 7.2 earthquake, only about 1,000 people dead, and we have more than 1,000 injuries. Yeah, but all in all, Taiwan is doing a great job. Yeah, try to control, to limit the damage.
That's very good to know. So you mentioned trade as one of your responsibilities, and I know that computer chips are very important to Taiwan. But what about agriculture?
Agriculture is also very important. I can tell you, California is a very important import and export destination for Taiwan. Besides computer chips, agricultural products is the most important export product of California to Taiwan. As I mentioned to you, Taiwan, we are the second largest per capita buyer of U.S. agricultural products, and a lot of them are from California, especially in Central Valley area. But you do mention about computer chips. We all know TSMC, the largest computer chips supply in the world. That's very important to the whole world supply chain of computer chips. Yeah, if TSMC if they took a long holiday, they don't work for 1 week, then you will not be able to buy your car or you start your engine. Yeah, that's how important the TSMC is. Yeah, but I can tell you, Taiwan, we do see California as a very important trading partner. Altogether, Taiwan will have more than 1,500 companies set up their branch office in California. In Silicon Valley alone, more than 100 big Taiwanese companies have their branches offices there, including TSMC, including Foxconn, including lots of big names. You name it. Yeah, that's how close it is.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yeah. So when we talk about not just agriculture but also stuff like eggs, do you get your eggs? Does Taiwan get their eggs from California or?
Not specifically egg. You mean egg?
Yeah, eggs.
Yeah, I think California maybe is not the biggest
partner.
Yeah. No, not here. I think it's in other states. Yeah.
Other states, but the U.S. as a whole still gives a lot of eggs.
As I mentioned to you, Taiwanese people we like to eat California peach, grape, nuts. Yeah, a lot of also beef, steak. Yeah, a lot of agricultural products. Yeah, from the U.S. Yeah.
What about the Taiwanese exports coming here? How much Taiwanese agriculture comes over to California and then is consumed here in California?
To be honest, not too much agricultural products from Taiwan. No. Only some fruit. Right now we are exporting so-called Taiwanese fruit, including pineapple, papaya as well. Yeah, not too much. So far, not too much, because most of them they are produced for people in Taiwan use only. Yeah, most of them. Yeah, only some we export to Japan, the neighboring area. For the U.S., it's a long way to go. You got to have a technique to freeze your fruits to keep it fresh.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but you did mention driver's licenses earlier in the interview. So, like, how does that work? So, like, if you have a motorcycle license in the U.S., can you ride one in Taiwan, and then vice versa?
Yeah. As long as you signed the agreement with Taiwan, then you will be able to convert your California motorcycle license into Taiwan motorcycle driver license. Yeah, as long as you sign the agreement. Yeah.
Okay.
And in that case, you don't have to take a road test. You know, in Taiwan, it's very difficult to pass the road test, right? So
Yeah.
people always say, if you can drive in Taiwan, you can drive anywhere in the world.
That's true. Yeah, I still need to take my take my license exam in Taiwan when I turn 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you need some good luck.
Yeah, I definitely do need good luck. And yeah, okay, so yeah, and so you've been doing like foreign affairs work for a very long time now. So like since the 1990s. And yeah, what was the biggest moments, like your biggest challenges and like yeah.
Okay. I have been serving in the foreign service for more than 34 years, and I spent all my life in the U.S. Territory. And the biggest change for me, I have to say, is pro and con. When you are promoting relations between Taiwan and U.S. On the country, the other side, I talk about the other side. It refers to PRC. They are also doing their best, try to promoting their relations with the U.S. government, and in the meantime, try to praise Taiwan. For example, if I'm inviting governor to visit Taiwan, that's promoting the relations between Taiwan and U.S. And the other side will try to send some message warning the governor not to go to Taiwan. Otherwise, something will happen. So that is the changes, from the other side. And that is always the biggest change. While I'm in the U.S., I've been doing my job for more than 30 years. That is the changes all the time, and still is. Yeah. And I think this change does not happen only in the U.S. territory, in other territories as well, in Europe, in Asian Pacific as well. And that is the reality we have to face. Because as a Taiwanese diplomat, I think that's the most changing job in the world. Yeah. Because we don't have formal relations with too many countries. Right now, we only maintain 12 countries with the formal relations.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a lot of pressure from China. Then can you go to China, or are you like blacklisted? Are you like a target?
Yeah, you're right. I'm definitely a target. I dare not to go to not only China, Hong Kong as well. I dare not to lay my foot on their territory because they have so-called national security law. They just passed on the March 23rd, right? So they can arrest anyone based on their own national security law, and I'm the one they want to arrest if I go to this territory.
Do you have any security concerns? Like, do you have security and stuff, or? No, not in the U.S. This is a free country, and also the U.S. They are very concerned about everyone's safety, especially the diplomats, and so no problem at all. Yeah, I was just joking. If you go to Hong Kong, you'll be arrested. But not only me, any foreigners, they have these concerns as well.
for example, like scholars, in the past years, they all go to China to do the field trip. In the recent years, they dare not go there because they could be to be arrested and could be held as hostages. So that is their concern. Not only for myself. Yeah.
That's true. But there was a recent news report saying there's like around 200 Chinese spies around here. Are you concerned about spies?
No. As I mentioned to you, this is the U.S. territory. If they overact, if they do too much, then the U.S. government they will just bomb it, and try to stop them. For example, like not long ago, in New York, the FBI they arrested one or two people from the local Chinese community, and they consider them as spying for the other side. Yeah.
Oh wow! So you're not too concerned about working here in the U.S. Being influenced in that bad way. Then it's mostly about it's mostly pressure from China with when it comes to trying to advocate for better relations with the U.S. government. Then basically that's
actually I have to put it this way. First, I'm not concerned about my security in the U.S. because this is the free country.
Yeah, I know that. I'm just saying like the pressure from China is mostly
Second, the pressure from China it exists all the time. Yeah, all the time. So it depends on how we deal with the pressure. And right now, the U.S. and the China they are not in a very good mood, in a very good relation. So this is the timing that Taiwan we try to do our best to do more to improve relations between Taiwan and the U.S. And in that case, the pressure from the other side will be less.
Okay. So in your I looked at your CV to prepare for this interview. You went to France. Do you speak French?
I don't. We have an English interpreter. So we were there to receive about 2 weeks training. But all the classes, they did provide interpreter into English.
What was the training for? Was it for like the civil service?
Senior for the senior public servant. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And you also did something in Harvard.
That's Kennedy School. I also I was sent by my government, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to receive 2 weeks training in Kennedy School in Harvard. Yeah, that is kind of like also training how to become like a manager or leader. Yeah, in your job.
Okay, yeah. So for young people interested in going into like this diplomatic affairs, what advice would you provide to them?
Okay, actually, a few. First, you need to realize as a diplomat, it's not what you look like just on surface. You need to dive in, to dive deeper, to understand what's the content of a diplomat. Yeah, it's not just you go to a cocktail party every day and drink cocktail and think how karaoke. No. A lot of things you got to learn. And second is the most important thing in diplomatic career is not your IQ, it's your EQ. Yeah, that's very important. When you pass the exam, becoming a diplomat, that's your IQ. And how can you do your job better and to have a good career there? It depends on your EQ. Very, very important. Yeah. And the last thing is you got to hold, to behave on your heart from the beginning, because everyone when they started their career, they all have a big heart, try to serve the country, the people. And then when you become older or your position become higher, you forgot what you mind. That's very important. You got to hold your heart from the beginning to the end until you retire. Yeah, I think that's too early for you, but I just want to let you know if you want some advice. Yeah.
Okay. So there was a Taiwanese elections happened recently. Do you need to leave Taiwan with the when the new administration comes in?
No. Actually, I'm not political appointee. I'm a career, a diplomat, a public servant. So the outcome of the election will not affect me. Yeah. So I don't have to resign. I hope, and I can stay here for one or two more years. Yeah.
Okay. And I also have another. Do you miss Taiwan a lot when you're?
To be honest, I don't miss my family in Taiwan, but I miss the food in Taiwan. Because I can talk to my son, my family members, by using line or telephone. It's very easy. We talk every week. But the food is the most difficult one. I miss so much.
It's the same for me because the food in town is very good.
Yeah. Like in Taiwan, the real authentic Chinese food. Yeah.
Yeah. And what will you do once you're done in the U.S.? Will you go back to Taiwan? What would you do?
Okay. The retirement age in Taiwan is 65, and now I'm 60. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not quite sure how many years I'm going to stay in San Francisco, and it all depends on my boss, Mr. Foreign Affairs. If they want me to stay here for a longer time, or they want me to transfer to another post, I'll take it. No problem. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and sounds like the job is, has a lot of responsibilities and pressures. How do you stay energized? How do you not burn out?
Exercise. I do jogging. Actually, it's not really jogging. A treadmill. I run treadmill every morning about 30 to 40 minutes. And I managed to play golf once a week. Yeah.
Wow. That's really cool. So I think that's the end of our interview. Thank you so much. Great pleasure talking with you. I think we should chat more sometime. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye.